Hi guys, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. It's Lola and I hope you all are having a wonderful day so far. Today I'm actually here with a plant haul video. I know my setup is different. I am sitting on the floor of my bedroom surrounded by some plants that I picked up yesterday from a place called Plantology. And there's also soil all over my bedroom floor because I was trying to take a thumbnail video and my cactus just decided he wanted to jump out of his pot. And yeah, I gotta sweep after this video is finished recording. But yes, thank you for watching. I'm super excited to share these plants with you because, as you know from my first video, I became a plant mom back in June, and since then my collection has only been growing. Some plants have not done so well in my apartment, but it's all part of the learning experience. And so in accumulating more plants, I am just learning more about botany. I'm learning about being a plant mom, and so I'm gonna give a little bit of a review on Plantology, my thoughts. This video isn't sponsored, by the way. And then I will talk about each one of my new babies I got, their names, their species, etc. So stick around. So one of my best friends, shout out to Monique, also recently became a plant mom, and she lives in Brooklyn and recommended a place to me called Plantology, which is where she got some of her plants. So yesterday, my cousin and so my cousin recently moved in with me, and I mean, she saw my plants, she wanted to get some too. So I was like, do you want to go plant shopping? And she was like, say less. And because she has a car, we didn't really have to think too much about how many plants because we had a vehicle to transport them in. So I texted Monique and I was like, girl, I mean, we could like try to meet up and be all socially distant and everything, but I'm trying to cop some plants. And so Monique was like, actually, yes. So we picked her up, went to Plantology, and it was beautiful. I mean, it's located in a warehouse in Brooklyn in the boonies. Man, it was deep. It was like an hour drive from where I live in Manhattan. But we pulled up, it was this warehouse. You can tell that, you know, everyone there really, really is passionate about plants. They have everything, outdoor plants, indoor plants. They have herbs, they have everything. I went there with the mindset that I would pick up okay, let me scratch that because I didn't know how many plants I was gonna pick up. I just knew I needed at least 5. So we went, and then Monique explained to my cousin and I how the layout worked because it didn't just have plants. It had like pots, it had stuff for gardening, it had literally everything, as I said before. So in order to avoid being overwhelmed, we kind of took it section by section. And I had a really great experience there. Even though it was really big, I wasn't overwhelmed. I didn't feel as though I would have trouble making it through the different sections. So some things were a little bit hard to find. Some plants that I was looking for, they didn't have, but I wasn't too worried about it because I left happy. The prices were awesome. Whenever I get plants in the city, I'm comparing it to my main source of plants. And for example, I'm trying to see which plant I should make an example. Okay, so let's say like a snake plant, right? So if I were to get this from my other source, it could be like $20-something, but from Plantology it was $11.99, I believe, and I was shook. And then I also bought a large Monstera, which I'll get into. Y'all know how I feel about my Monsteras, and I believe she was $29.99. my normal plant source would have charged at least $60. So I was very pleased with the pricing, and just overall, I had a really good first impression of Plantology. I mean, you can tell that the people there love and care about the plants. Each plant was so healthy and taken care of. I was astounded. Like, the amount of new growth that was coming out of several of the plants was extremely impressive, because there are a lot of greenhouses that, yes, like they will like just do a general watering, but then when it comes to plants like calatheas or plants that, you know, you should be using distilled water in order to water them, I'm just like, do they really be using distilled water, or do they really be using still water to water their plants, etc.? So it's the little things. Their attention to detail was just amazing. So I had a really, really awesome time there. I highly recommend it, especially if you live in the New York City area. If you live in Jersey, I'm pretty sure that there are other nurseries in Jersey, but if you can make the trip to Plantology, I completely recommend. If you live in Long Island, come down to Plantology. I mean, I would totally go back. I'm thankful that I have access to a car now because it's lit. So, my plant babies, let us start with this one. So this is Mojave. Mojave has been through it. I'm going to have to do some pruning. When I brought him back from Plantology, there's a lot of rustling going on in the car, but he is an Echeveria like his brother Sonoma, which is sitting in my window right now. Sonoma was featured in my very first video, and I'm very excited. He feels very juicy and plump. Shout out to that. And as with all succulents, you know, you want to make sure that you are allowing the soil to completely dry out, because they don't like to be sitting in stagnant water, as that can cause root rot. So this is Cosmo. Cosmo is a moon cactus and also the culprit of the soil all over my bedroom floor. So yes, this is a moon cactus. He is absolutely beautiful. I'm very excited. I haven't had a moon cactus in years. I think back in like 2017, I had a collection of a couple of them. There was one that was this color. I think I had a pink one, a very vibrant pink one, and then I had a blue one. Plantology only had this color. I was looking to get a couple that were different colors as well, but you know what? I really love Cosmo, and I'm curious to see how he grows, because it's been a while, and I actually plan to take proper care of my moon cactus this time. This is dill. So dill is a baby's tears plant, and dill is hanging in my bedroom. So this plant, this is my first time just ever encountering this plant. They get detangled very easily, and their hair will drop off. So if you ever get a baby's tears plant and some of it drops off, just stick it in water. You can propagate it. And thank you again, Monique, for that tip, because he quite a few of his stems had like dropped off, so I threw them in water, and we'll see how they propagate. But I'm very excited. And it was Monique who inspired me to get this plant, because so she and I, we're constantly texting and exchanging photos of our different plants, and she mentioned this one. This one is one that I will have to pay close attention to, because the watering needs are a bit more frequent than my other plants. So I would be looking to water him every 4 days or so, just depending on how much of his soil has dried out. Okay. This is Mish. Mish is a variegated ficus. Just look at the variegations. It's like a delicate painting. I'm very excited about this plant because my cousin, when we did our last plant haul, which I didn't film because I didn't get that many plants. I think I only got 3 or 4. she picked up an Algerian ivy, and her Algerian ivy was variegated, and I saw the variegations and I was astounded. And so I picked this up, and I'm super excited because not only are the variegations beautiful, but this plant is so healthy that there are so many little baby leaves springing up. So I'm excited to see how she grows. And I'm gonna have to do a little bit of pruning closer to the root. There are a few yellowing leaves, but I only see 4, so that is a pretty good indicator that this is a healthy plant. All right, so this is Snape. Snape is a snake plant, and I can see that Snape has had some, I don't know, I feel like someone tried to propagate him. But Snape is a snake plant. I already have one snake plant up there, Medusa, but I got this one to replace my rubber tree plant Forest because he was one of the plants that didn't do so well in my apartment. And if you look closely, you can see that he has some new growth. I'm really into that. Like, these plants are super healthy. So I'm curious to see how well he grows. I'm putting him in my living room. So he's not going to get as much sun as Medusa does in my bedroom, but there is a period of an hour or 2 during the day in which sunlight filters through, so he will be fine. And remember, in my first video, I said that while they might not thrive, they will definitely survive, so he'll be all right. Okay, this is Wura. Wura is a golden pothos, and I already have a silverleaf pothos who, you guys, she has grown so much, and so that inspired me to get another pothos plant. She is relatively healthy. I just need to look through, do a little bit of pruning, but she does have several new leaves coming in, and I named her Wura because she's a golden pothos, and in Yoruba, which is one of the languages I speak, it's also my ethnic group. In Yoruba, the word for gold is Wura, so I was like, okay, like, why not come through? So yeah, I'm very excited about her adding another pothos into the mix. And then my last plant back here, this is, okay, I need you to get like a full, this is Jo Blahnik, okay? So Jo Blahnik is a large Monstera. She is my 3rd Monstera plant. She's my only female Monstera plant. I have Asdine, and then I have Alaya, who are my male Monstera plants. Anyway, I named Jo after my best friend, one of my best friends, Julie, and just the drama, the beauty, I had to do it. So I'm very excited. There was 1 centipede, I found 1. I don't know what it is with centipedes, millipedes, whatever they are, and Monstera plants, but listen, I am watching, and so let me adjust so that you can see her in all of her glory. I am just in awe. I had to stake her. I will include a before and after insert of when I staked her and what she looked like before, but she is looking real healthy. She has so much new growth coming in, and I'm very excited to see how big she gets. So watch this space. I will be providing updates from time to time on how my plants are doing. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you love plants as much as I do, please like, subscribe, comment. Plants are one of the niches that I will be covering on my channel, so I am very excited to bring you like tips, propagation journeys, etc., etc. So yeah, share this video. And also, I'm sorry for all the like moving around. I just had to like look at her, like I just had to show you. So yes, enjoy the rest of your day and come back. I will be here next week with another video. Bye.